You've got your Saturday night plans right here. From Peoria, Illinois, the Valley on ESPN brings you college basketball. Inside Carver Arena, it's an in-state battle. The Bradley Braves entertain the Northern Illinois Huskies. Welcome into our broadcast courtside with Matt McLean. I'm Cody Schindler. Matt, this is a Bradley team, the preseason favorite in the Missouri Valley Conference. They return a lot of key pieces. Northern Illinois, meanwhile, they return just 10% of their scoring. Something's got to give tonight. Yeah, without a doubt. And both of these teams have run high-octane offenses so far this season, both averaging around 82, 83 points per game. So should be a really entertaining contest this evening. Kick back and relax tonight. Let's give you our keys to the game. Brought to you by your Peoria area Toyota dealers. First for the Huskies. Yeah, we talk about battle of the boards. They have a plus 10 rebound versus the opposition this year, so that's on the average. They really like attacking the glass. Maybe try to get some of those second chance opportunities on the offensive side as well. And then it's limiting points in the paint. Bradley really good inside the paint this season. To see if NIU's defense can really kind of hunker down on that and try to limit those opportunities. For Bradley, we've seen some spurts where they have looked locked in this season, but the turnovers have been an issue at times, and that's something you mentioned. Yeah, and we talk about the turnovers, 18 against San Antonio last time out. 15 of those 18 turnovers came from the starting five. So Coach Wardle expects that to go down a little bit, and so maybe they can improve there. And then 40 minutes, you kind of mentioned they've yet to play a full game so far this season, maybe a 20, 25-minute spurt where, you know, they play really, really good. They have some defensive lapses. Offense hasn't looked totally crisp. Good opportunity tonight to get on the right track there offensively. Just about ready to go in Peoria, Northern Illinois. And Bradley, a pair of 2-1 clubs to start the year. Let's take a look at the starting fives for tonight's ball game. First for the visitors from DeKalb, it reads as such. Quentin Jones coming off a career high. He tied a career high on Tuesday in their win over Monmouth. He's joined by James Dent Jr., Ethan Butler, former Oregon forward, Joe Munden Jr., and Kaylon Nichols, the five for the Huskies. For Bradley, the same five that we've seen each and every night so far. Elmar Atlason, the sharpshooter from Iceland, joined by Duke Dean, the Bradley point guard in the Missouri Valley Conference preseason player of the year. Second teamer Zeke Montgomery, first teamer Darius Hanna, and the glue guy Christian Davis. The Braves, they win the tip, and away we go in Peoria. Dean with a runway, left it short. Bradley one and done. Yeah, this is where Northern Illinois wants to try to take advantage as well to get that first defensive stop, get out to a good start here, see what their first offensive set looks like. Dent nearly carried it. You're going to see a lot of dribble penetration from the Huskies. They do a lot of screen and roll action as well. Jones went against the screen, tees up Nichols too strong. Dent got the miss, and Dean knocked it out of bounds. Yeah, you see right there, NIU gets the penetration into the paint. Defense collapsed a little bit, three ball unable to go. Get a second chance opportunity here, though, and that was one of the things we talked about early, was limiting those second chance opportunities for the Braves. And the Huskies are going to get an opportunity here now. Dent driving baseline, he was bumped. Atlas in the personal, and that's been a bugaboo for him, the sophomore. He's fouled out of 2 ball games in the early going. Yeah, Allison is one of those players on the defensive end. The coaching staff spent a lot of time this offseason working on his footwork and his strength, trying to make sure that his discipline gets a little bit better, but so far early in the season it's been a struggle for him with the fouls. Nice positioning on that one, though. Munden, a good cut. Missed it at the rim. Hanna driving. Walks. That's one of those that, you know, Darius Hanna spends a lot of time out on the perimeter for the Braves. Does a good job trying to get downhill there. Unfortunately, took too many steps. It's another turnover. That's been Achilles' heel for the Braves as well early this season, is the number of turnovers. And there's one early. Jones hanging, got his own miss, and the Huskies draw first blood. And a couple of quick first steps. As Huskies starters, Dean, the mid-ranger, answers.
Love that mid-range game from Duke Dean. Gets his defender on the back hip, just kind of rises up a little 14-footer on the baseline is good for Bradley's first points.
Dean just 5'8", but the elevation he gets on the jumper. Keep an eye on that tonight.
Yeah, I know they talked about it last offseason, like a 39, 40-inch vertical for Duke Dean. Gets up real high on those jump shots like you mentioned, Cody.
Munden contested by Hanna. Montgomery spinning in the lane. Thought better of it. Skip pass. Montgomery puts it on the floor and scores it. Plus the harm.
Beautiful shot fake by Zeke Montgomery. Sets that play up. Get a little dribble drive penetration after the corner. And Montgomery sees the defender running out at him. Takes the opportunity with a shot fake. Gets it strong to the hoop and one.
Montgomery getting his feet back underneath him. He spent 2 seasons at Bradley before transferring to Rhode Island, the Atlantic 10. Put together a nice effort on Tuesday, an early three-point play for the senior out of Louisville. Nichols, extra pass, Jones tees it up and knocks it down.
Beautiful ball movement there, Cody. Whip it all the way around the horn to the three-pointer. Really nice start here for NIU's offense as well.
Jones, just a sophomore, averaged 10 points a game last year at Cal Poly in the Big West. Atlason.
That's a shot he's been knocking down this season as well for Atlason, and what the Bradley staff wants him to shoot that anytime he gets an opportunity. Tied for the team in the lead for three-point makes so far this year.
Atlason, a career 41%ers. Ethan Butler goes strong to the cup.
Yeah, Butler's a guy that the Huskies really, really like. One of the few returnees from last year's team. Really strong move there. A guy who's really an offensive threat for the Huskies as well.
Montgomery catch and shoot. Bingo.
Yeah, Braves fans know from Zeke Montgomery's first 2 years on the hilltop, there's not too many shots that he doesn't like to take when he has the ball in his hands. An open three ball from the wing is good for Zico that time.
He's got some microwave to his game, doesn't he? Can heat up in a hurry.
Oh, without a doubt. Bradley fans will remember that Indiana State game 2 years ago on the road that he kind of just took over and almost single-handedly won for the Braves. And he can really heat up here in a hurry. He's got an open opportunity there too, but a foul in the back.
Montgomery with 6 of the Bradley 8. He paces BU into the first stoppage of the night. We thought it'd be up and down through 4 minutes. That's been the case. Bradley by a penny.
Welcome back to Nada Yada Island, the reunion. Janina, were you able to find your perfect match on the island?
Well, I'm proof you don't have to settle.
Whoa, Apple Watch SE and iPhone 12?
Guess who else is bundled up?
Hey, Max, I got them both too. Anybody can in Metro.
At Metro, everyone gets their perfect match. iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watches E for only $99.99. Only at Metro.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure of myself. Cool, right? Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, I even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. Years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of time. He's melting. Oh, geez. No. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Come for Mufasa's origin story?
Stay for Scars.
Ours?
Scars.
Oh.
I'm Tucker. What's your name?
Mufasa.
On December 20th.
My loves, to be a true king, you must earn it.
Follow the journey.
It is your time.
Of 2 brothers. And 1 epic adventure.
Destiny awaits you, brothers.
Mufasa Mufasa, the Lion King.
One small suggestion, more meerkat.
Rated PG. Tickets on sale now.
Just underway in Peoria. Bradley out to an early 8-7 edge. Somewhere in that massive humanity is Rashawn Bruno, fourth-year head coach at Northern Illinois. Bit of a rebuild, reload here if you're the Huskies, but a lot to like. This is a young bunch. You look at the starting lineup, couple of sophomores, Jones, 6'5" guard out of Chicago. He's gotten off to a nice start. There are some pieces to build around here, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you mentioned the newcomers. That's the way the transfer portal is with college basketball now these days. 8 newcomers, a lot of really strong programs that these players have come from as well. And, you know, last season with Coach Bruno, you know, NIU got off to a 5-1 start. Is it Darius Hannah with the throwdown?
Hello.
Yeah, get used to seeing that this season. He led the team with 38 dunks last season as well, too. So just kind of finishing off the point with NIU. You know, they got up to a 5-1 start last season and kind of fell apart after that. You see the lay-in there by Dent Jr. and kind of really fell apart, but they have the building blocks there set up for the Huskies in that program for success.
Pulled away from play. Dent was hooked on to Ahmet Jonovic, 7'1" center out of Serbia. And Northern Illinois will counter Olu Ashegun Durosimi, excuse me. I was working on that pregame and didn't deliver when the lights came on.
And Nasir Muhammad checks in as well, too, alongside Connor Dillon for the Braves. Nice little play here out of bounds, too. Got Meta on the little seal inside.
Big-to-big passing. Hannah feeds Jonovic.
That's some old school basketball right there. Love that play out of the timeout. And the excellent feed from Hannah. Jonovic has the seal down low, able to get it to go.
Muhammad got his man in the air. Now Jones will let it rip. Short.
Yeah, good box out there by Jonovic as well. Comes up with it on his bottom.
Tallest man on the floor. He's the first one of the hardwood.
And he rolls as well.
Hannah from 14. Nylon.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Darius Hannah and his improvements on the perimeter, his three-point game, shooting from distance, but love to see the progression as well in the mid-range, the dribble drive, a little 15-footer there. Nice look there from Darius Hannah.
Muhammad left it short. So the Northern Illinois team, small sample size, they're shooting 39% from deep as a unit. 1 for 4 here to start tonight as Hannah checks out, Montgomery checks out. A couple of well-earned breathers for those guys.
Yeah, and a nice little run here for the Braves coming out of that last official timeout. A 6-2 spurt here. Little mini run. See if they can capitalize here on this opportunity as well.
Connor Dillon is in. 5th-year player from Peoria, played 4 seasons at Winona State. And Jonovic just got discarded. Little forearm shiver. He'll get Muhammad the personal.
They must know it's quarterfinal week of the IHSA football playoffs. They got a little bump in there, the physicality.
Well, they host up there in DeKalb,
That's right?
Or they did at one time.
Northern
Do
Illinois,
they still?
Yeah, I think they alternate weekends, yeah.
Okay, I defer to you on that one.
Yeah, but alternates between NIU and Illinois, so.
Of course, NIU football, they had a big win this year. Back in September.
Absolutely.
Off Notre Dame. Bradley will have 12 to shoot. No inbounds underneath. Impressive freshman checks in for Bradley. Jaquan Johnson. You're going to like his game. 5'11" freshman from Milwaukee. Physical.
Lives up to the nickname Bully.
Yes, he does. Jonovic. Little sky hook. And it's tapped out of bounds to NIU.
Yeah, like that look there from Jonovic as well. The little offhand, left-hand hook shot, unable to get it to go, but he's looked really nice and a little bit more settled this season with the Braves. You know, 2 years ago he comes in mid-season. Last year is getting used to the pace of play. It looks really good running the floor for that 7-foot frame for the big man from Serbia.
Jones over Jonovic.
Yeah, Cody, you mentioned the big game he had last time out against Monmouth, 22 points, and a guy who can really, really heat up. He had a big game and a big second half against Monmouth.
Whistle and a foul on McPherson. Tagged with the violation. It's Christian Davis right in the middle of it. Talked with Brian Wardle pregame. Christian Davis, a guy who just does it all for this Bradley team. He's chipped in the scoring side. He rebounds. He defends. He's their best on-ball defender.
Yeah, he's kind of taken on, you hate to do comparisons, he's kind of taken on that Malvi Leon's role where you're defending the other team's best defender, can guard between the 1 and the 4, sometimes can chip in at the 5 if need be. Super versatile defender, can switch on everything. And, you know, his three-point percentage has been amazing so far to start this season as well.
They switched the ball screen. Nichols. Follow wouldn't go. And out to guess who? Davis. He'll drive 1 on 3, and he threw it into the first row.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there by Davis, trying to get deep, get the defense to collapse. But unfortunately, errant pass over the head of Darius Hannah. And there's those turnovers on transition. That's a killer for the Braves.
Bradley's so good when they're able to get out and run. Scored in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. Near steal by Hannah.
That's a nice take.
McPherson able to hang and score, the 6'4" junior from Queens.
Yeah, just to be able to avoid the defender there as well, too. McPherson does a really nice job getting NIU back within 1 here now.
McPherson, another transfer, by the way, started his career at Nebraska. Of course, Bradley fans, they know Nebraska well. Rink Mast. Out this season with an injury. Rink transferred after 3 seasons at BU.
Yeah, an all-valley player and a guy who really starred last year for Nebraska. Unfortunate injury in the offseason. Wishing our best for Rink for next year, hopefully.
Butler skied for the miss. The Huskies shooting for the lead here.
And the Huskies have done a really nice job here sticking around here early on, and a nice screen and roll. We talked a lot about their action early on. Unable to get that one to go, though.
Hannah went straight up. Principle of verticality. Now in the offensive end, he scores it.
Really like that move there from Darius Hannah as well. We're going to have a baseline out of bounds here, coming back to the Braves. So a nice opportunity for Bradley to have a multiple-point possession here now.
And it was all set up by the freshman Johnson. He makes so many winning plays as a rookie. He was in the hip pocket and forced the mishap. Bradley ball when we come back. The Braves lead it by 3 early in the first half.
Oh, brother.
Which brother? The older brother, duh. You're only older by a minute. Best minute of my life.
Guys, break it up, break it up.
Our son just needs car insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage.
Give me the ball. Mine. Guys, that was my ball.
Break it up, break it up.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
If there's one thing we like,
it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on F-150 and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy and $1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Cody Schindler, Matt McClain back with you inside Carver Arena. The Braves an early 3-point edge on Northern Illinois. It's been a while since these two have gotten together. First tangle since 2010. Bradley squeaked out a barn burner of a win, 66-63. Andrew Warren, for you loyal Bradley followers.
He got his number that
points.
night.
Yes, he did.
He got his number.
24 from him, 14 from Sam Maniscalco, and a young Walt Lemon Jr. who had a cup of coffee in the NBA. 7 points in that Bradley win. So that surprised me when I was looking through the numbers earlier this week. First meeting in nearly 15 years.
Yeah.
The first of 4 games this year for Northern Illinois against the Missouri Valley Conference foe. 10 to shoot, Jonovic. And Dean.
Yeah, coming off the screen.
There.
Yeah, and that's the 4th turnover here for the Braves in 8+ minutes. So we're hoping to cut back on that. So far, the Huskies have been able to get them out of their rhythm a little bit on the offensive end and turn the ball over. Now you see a lot of movement here from NIU as well, too. It's a ball screen and the slip. A nice shot for 3.
Pick and pop. Butler buries the triple.
And Butler can do that for sure. He scored the first 7 points last time out against Monmouth, and he's kind of one of those microwave players as well. He's had a nice start to the game.
Davis rips through, had it blocked, but a whistle. Free throw's coming.
Yeah, hitting the back of the head on his way up through the lane.
Official on the backside had the call. First on Butler. James Dent, their leading scorer, he has 2 personal fouls, something we'll monitor as the first half rolls on. We'll see if Sean Bruno rolls the dice and gets him back out there. Davis true on the first. I've always felt that coaches should roll the dice more often there, because if you have a star player, you sit him for 10-15 minutes of game time, then you throw in a halftime breather. To expect them to come in the second half and regain their form, sometimes that's a tall task.
Getting out of the flow of the game and kind of losing touch with that a little bit and get a little disconnected. So I'm with you on that one, Cody, for sure.
What do the analytics say?
Don't try to shoot a layup against a 7-footer is what the analytics would say on that one. Meta with the big-time rejection. Hey, get another look here. That's great help side defense by Jonovic.
Muhammad, a long-range triple. Over the top. Goes back to Bradley.
And Muhammad had a couple of big 3-pointers in that win against Monmouth last time out as well, too. We've already seen him knock one down tonight. So he's a guy that can, you know, really be a big boost for them as well. Excuse me, Muhammad did not make one. It was Jones earlier. I beg your pardon.
Huskies shooting a little pressure in the backcourt. Hannah floats it in. Tiptoeing through the lane.
Love the Euro step there by Hannah. Just kind of avoids the defenders. Little 1-2. Floats it up and in.
Butler this time puts it on the hardwood. He scores it over Jonovic. And he'll go to the line and convert the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, the Oregon transfer is really heating up here for the Huskies. And you see Butler, we've seen him kind of be a pest down low, knock down a triple. A little dribble drive penetration on this one. Fights through the contact from Jonovic. Able to get it to go for the old school three-point play.
Butler just 2 for 4 at the strike this year. Knocks that one in. Huskies hanging around here 10 minutes in. Davis rejects the ball screen. He was fouled. That's the 7th Northern Illinois personal.
They're going to call that one on the floor as well, too. No shooting foul. It looked like Davis was beginning his shooting process, but maybe caught him just before then when Munden came in on the swipe.
1-and-1 here for CD. And he will not get the second one.
Defensively, the Braves doing a good job on these little dribble drive switches as well. But and look at that, it's a little bit of a curse of the commentator, I would say, as Jones knocks down the three.
Jones made the jump shot and then rejected Davis at the rim defensively. What a sequence.
All over the place right now for NIU. Kind of willing them to this lead, and now an opportunity to build on it.
They're showing a 2 on the board. It was a long 2 for Jones. Nichols slithered to the rim, couldn't finish.
Yeah, see if Duke Dean can create a shot for the Braves here. Seems in time of need, they look for Duke Dean, whether it be offensively, and it gets to Davis.
Crafty finish. Christian Davis just wouldn't quit on the play. And Dean, to your point, set it up with the feed.
Yeah, a little backdoor cut by Davis going on the baseline, sticks with it. And now here defensively having to stick with Jones in the paint.
Jones up and under.
That is a beautiful move there. And you see NIU's got some, they got some swag here playing tonight in Peoria. Giving Bradley all they can hope for. They like this matchup here with Montgomery, and the double comes though.
Tie-up will give it to Northern Illinois when we return. Huskies and the Braves trading blows. The visitors from DeKalb with a 1-point edge.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
I've heard it countless times. It doesn't matter where you get your car loan, but it should. When I got my car loan, SEFQ's experts and resources gave me all the help I needed. Plus, competitive rates and flexible terms. And their free pre-approval let me know my budget right away. So I knew exactly what I could afford before I even got here. And now, this ride is all mine.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
What is sport? It's more than training at dawn and drills after dark. It goes beyond the gym, through city streets, and on to the stage. Sport inspires. It entertains and challenges. So ask yourself, is this sport? Yeah, even that. Sport is everywhere, for everyone. Sport is everything.
The officials were taking a peek at the Quentin Jones jumper. It was a 2, foot on the line. The 6'5" sophomore is halfway to that career high that he tied on Tuesday. 11 points, 5 of 7 shooting, and a couple of blocks. He's playing the entire game. Offensively, defensively, he's given them quite the lift.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he's scoring about 15 points per game to start this season, and almost to that average, as you kind of mentioned, already at 11. So expect Bradley to try to clamp down on that, especially once they get into the locker room and make some adjustments in the second half. Maybe you'll see different guys thrown at him throughout the game. Christian Davis has kind of been their best on-ball defender, but not in the game right now. So maybe Bradley coming out of this timeout with a little bit of a different look as well. You see almost every single set starts out of this little ball screen and a little screen and roll action. Get the big man inside.
Nichols spins away from Atlason. Rather, it was Butler. He caught that with a purpose and right to the rim.
Yeah, Butler already in double figures as well, too. He's up to 10. And so between Butler and Jones, getting a lot of production there for the Huskies.
Montgomery, corner pocket 3, knocks us at 25.
Yeah, and that's the shot for Zeke Montgomery that Bradley needs him to knock down this season. The three-pointer is going to be so huge for him and the Braves' success.
Montgomery carrying the load for Bradley offensively. He has 9.
You see Jones just trying to drive at will. And there's Dean with the steal.
Where Bradley is so lethal in transition. Whistle and a foul.
I really like the physicality there by Duke Dean, getting deep into the paint, just kind of riding his defender all the way down there. Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a 2-on-1 opportunity before the foul, so good idea there for the Huskies to send Dean to the line.
Nichols was charged with the foul. There was a little discrepancy there. Dean 1-1 at the stripe. He's true on the first.
The preseason Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year, back for his 5th season, Duke Dean. And Cody, what does it say about, you know, the Bradley program that Dean is able to come back after an All-Valley season last year? And, you know, there were other opportunities out there for guys like Duke Dean and Darius Hanna. They stuck around in Peoria because they think that they can do something special here.
The continuity, Brian Wardle and his staff, I think that's a great place to start. And they continue to keep guys on campus as Jonovich picks up the loose change.
Yeah, this is where Bradley thrives as well, off transition, out of a turnover. See if they can get Jonovich here with a nice opportunity in the post. They're going to whip it around.
Montgomery around the screen. Mid-ranger, no. Jonovich cleans it up, and he was pushed. Free throws coming for the big man.
Love that entire set there from the Braves. They get Jonovich on the screen and roll, and Zeke Montgomery sees the switch, has the opportunity to shoot the mid-range jumper, no good, but what Jonovich did so well, and Brian Worrell's going to love, is he's active. He rolls to the hoop, gets in great positioning on the weak side, gets the rebound, and the putback does not go, but the chance here for 2 shots. He's got a really sweet touch for a 7-footer. That was one of the things when he came in 2 years ago. Jonovich, as you see here, his activeness on the offensive glass, and just a really nice feel for the game for a guy who hasn't been playing basketball for too long even.
Well, you touched on it earlier. He came over mid-season. You think about everything that goes into the adjustment from Europe to the United States on the court, but how about off the court too, right? You have to take all of that into account in his growth. You're seeing it game by game, number 14 in white. It's going the other way. Moving screen.
Yeah, I'm going to say Duro Sinmi wasn't set. Got a little bit wider than his shoulders as well, too. So offensive foul there for NIU coming the other way. And, you know, with 5:45 left here in the first half, Bradley now looking to maybe extend this lead, get a little bit of a cushion going into the break now.
The fouls are starting to rack up for NIU. 3 players with 2 personals. Remember, Dent, leading scorer for the Huskies, he has 2. He is back on the floor, number 14 in black and red.
Yeah, Cody, to your point earlier, that's one of those you got to get your guy back out on the floor, keep within the flow of the game.
Ahmet Jonovic beating his chest the way back down the floor. What a spark from the Serbian center.
Yeah, there's the activeness again. He rolls to the hoop wide open, the two-handed flush.
Braves on a 9-0 run. Dent trying to stop the Bradley surge. He cannot do so.
And a nice box out by Jonovic. He's running the floor as well. Reward him. Get him back down low.
Montgomery cut off.
Nice movement. Johnson is a little bit too fast there. The traveling violation going back the other way.
Stems the tide for the moment. Ahmet Jonovic, a well-deserved breather. And a nice round of applause as he heads off. Atlason back in. See if Butler gets a touch here for NIU. Trying to get him a post touch and let him work from there.
Yeah, especially when they're getting these screen and rolls. They get some switches as well. And right now it's a lot of vacancy in the paint, trying to spread it out, see if they can get some dribble drive to the hoop. And they had the switch. Almost got between 2 minds there by Jones.
Joe Munden Jr. finds the bottom from long range. If the name sounds familiar, it should. He was on that Fairleigh Dickinson team that knocked off Purdue.
Yeah, went to the Sweet 16.
Connor Dillon back at you. He reigns in a 3. The Peoria native finishing up his collegiate career at Bradley after 4 impressive seasons at Division II Winona State.
And Bradley fans already know that he can really make it rain as from behind the arc. At Washington State went 4 for 4 from behind the arc. Gets his first triple as a Brave at Carver Arena tonight.
Bradley shooting 61% and 66% from deep. They lead by 6.
There's one quality we all want from an auto repair shop. Honesty, right? At Peoria Tire and Vulcanizing, everything we do is to earn your trust. Whether changing your car's oil, putting new tires on your tractor, or maintaining your commercial vehicles, we do it with integrity at Peoria Tire, like we've done for 100 years. Give us a call right now. We'll get you set up with an appointment. Honesty, the original way to do business. From the original Peoria Tire.
Arch Madness tips off March 6th through the 9th in St. Louis, and the MVC Fan Hangout at Ballpark Village is back. The MVC Fan Hangout is the place to celebrate before and after all games at Enterprise Center. Featuring restaurants, entertainment, and everything Arch Madness, the fun starts 2 hours before the first game each day of the tournament at host locations Bally Sports Live and Sports and Social. For more information, visit archmadness.com and click on Fan Hangout. We'll see you there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse, Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot, and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
Bradley with a 6-point advantage, and this will please the locals. Connor Dillon Peoria Notre Dame High School with a hand in his face, no less. Drains the triple. This is a Bradley team that, it's November, right? Everyone's still trying to find their rotation, but my goodness, we've seen contributions from Connor Dillon, Jaquan Johnson, Corey Thomas, a JUCO transfer. He's had some moments. Demarion Birch is an electrifying guard off the bench. He's hurt, not available tonight. Bradley team that this is as deep as they've been in quite some time.
Yeah, I tend to agree 100%. You know, you even think about it, Bradley right now has kind of been stuck with an 8 to 9-man rotation as well, but can really go deep into that bench. And there's one of those reserves. And bully Jaquan Johnson getting the offense going here.
Davis. Again, a winning play by Jaquan Johnson on the defensive end. Just a freshman. Brian Wardle and company, they love his game, love his potential. And Almar Atlas is going to head back to the bench with his second personal.
Yeah, and I love what Johnson did on that last defensive play. Gets the steal, but moves the ball up the court in transition. Doesn't wait around, doesn't look for an outlet or anything like that. Just gets the ball out, gets to Davis, and a really nice job of Christian attacking the paint and getting the easy bucket.
Dent, the cut, and the finish. Huskies were stuck on 28 for quite some time.
Well, they got the mismatch now, but Davis a little bit uncharacteristic with that bounce pass into the paint. Can't feed to Hannah, knock it out of bounds. And I think we're going to stay with the Braves.
Dean returns, Montgomery returns. Brief stoppage for perspiration over there. It's a tricky spot to inbounds. Hannah cannot move. On cue. Contested catch, Montgomery. So good in the ISO game. Gives to Hannah, who is trying to end on another poster, and Davis threw it away.
Yeah, Darius Hannah was choosing violence on that one. He got way up there. Unfortunately, just slipped out of his hands, and then trying to get it back in the corner for another opportunity, but a turnover for the Braves.
That may have been the best of the best, a long highlight reel of Darius Hannah dunking the basketball. Munden spinning, thought better of it. Dent the driver. Tees up Jones, and he rings it up.
Yeah, it's been a first half for Jones, my goodness. Leading the Huskies in scoring, and was that now 14 for Jones as well, too, so leading all scorers.
In and out of the hands of Jonovic. Davis able to save possession.
And just 8 to shoot here for the Braves now as well. Duke Dean going to create.
Tough shot, Dean. In and out. Jones clears the miss.
You see NIU here going to go to their bread and butter, a high screen and roll. They get Butler on the slip. Going to try it again. Will he knock down another 3?
Not that time. Butler worked in a straightaway triple earlier. See if the double comes for Jonovic. It does not, and he makes him pay.
Yeah, that's just way too easy. Can't allow Meta to catch the ball that deep, and Jonovic makes him pay. Nice little spin and lay it in off the glass. Some really great contributions from Ahmet Jonovic here in the first half, Cody.
8 points off the bench. Ahmet Jonovic, and the Huskies will use a quick 30-second timeout to draw something up. Credit Northern Illinois. Bradley pushed this lead to 8, and it felt like they were starting to create some separation. The Huskies have reeled them back in, and they have not had an answer for the 7'1" junior from Serbia, Ahmet Jonovic.
He's a hard guy to match up with coming off the bench. If you got a 7-footer who's that imposing, and we've seen his activity on the offensive glass, and doing a good job defensively closing out as well too. And he's really been a big reason why Bradley has his 5-point advantage here right before halftime.
But we talked to that man, Brian Wardle, 10th season at Bradley. He's turned the Braves. It's
10 years.
very hard to believe. He's turned the Braves into one of the best mid-major programs in the country. Preseason Valley favorite, and he was singing Meta's praises earlier today, and Meta has certainly rewarded him.
And one of the areas of improvement, it's strange. He's put muscle on, but he's also slimmed down at the same time. You see Bradley coming out of this timeout with a little zone matchup as well. A little bit of different look.
Jones, top of the key, feeds inside. Good ball movement. Set up Butler on the doorstep, and he'll shoot the freebies.
And the Huskies did a really good job of recognizing that zone switch there for the defensive on Bradley's end. Did a really nice job getting the ball to the middle, the zone looking opposite, and it's going to be Butler with the chance to knock down a couple, missed the front end.
Here's how he got there. That's how you beat the zone, right? Get it to the high post, and
That's
you
right.
can operate from there.
Yeah, that was perfect execution there for Coach Bruno's squad. And he unfortunately doesn't get paid off with some good offense. 2 missed free throws.
As good as a turnover if you're Bradley. See how quickly the Braves operate. They can go 2 for 1. Dean lobs inside. Jonovic is fouled.
And that's one of those that Jonovic has got to shoot it as he's catching it. Right when he goes up, just lay it in. He comes down and bites the contact. But regardless, going to get an opportunity to get a couple of free throws for his efforts.
Well, Duke Dean is saying, dunk the basketball.
Hey, while you're up there, just slam it in. Great offensive execution there from the Braves.
We've talked about the ball screen offense, Northern Illinois. Jonovic knocks down the first. But the Huskies on the other end of the floor, they've really struggled with the ball screen defense, particularly in this latter portion of the first half. The Braves have gotten good look after good look, particularly for Jonovic. Tries to convert a pair.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Cody. Bradley, starting a couple years ago, you mentioned Rick Mast earlier. It kind of started with him, the revolution of big men that can pass. They can kind of do a little bit of everything. They can shoot a little bit. And they've really worked on that with Hanna and Jonovic to dive, be able to get to the hoop. Done a really great job there. Bradley's going to get there 2 for 1 here to end the half that you were talking about. Huskies, can they get an answer?
Nichols was swarmed by Duke Dean, 4 to shoot. Jones has to launch. Couldn't get it to go. Dean the rebound. Braves will use their first half timeout and draw up something with 15 ticks to play. And Brian Wardle is so good out of timeouts. See what set the Braves get into.
Yeah, we already saw them run one beautiful baseline out of bounds play earlier in the half out of a timeout. And as you mentioned it, those ATO plays can be crucial, can be the defining points of games. You talk about here Bradley with a 7-point advantage with the final possession of the half. Potentially boost that up to a double-digit lead or get it to 9 with a 2-point field goal.
Fun first half in Peoria. Bradley shooting 61% from the field.
How about that 3-point percentage?
75% now. Small sample size for all you mathematics majors out there. Just 3 for 4. Huskies, meanwhile, shooting 47%. That's a winning number. You can win a lot of games shooting north of 46%.
We're going to double screen here for Dean. It's actually a triple.
He'll let it fly. Bottom. Muhammad to beat the halftime horn. Too strong. And the Bradley Braves on the strength of lights out shooting. 50 19 for 24 from the field. 80% from long range, and Duke Dean sends them into the half. The exclamation point. The Braves have their largest lead of the night. It's a 10-point Bradley Bulge at the intermission.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that sore throat. Vapor-Cool drops? It's sore throat relief with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks Vapor-Cool drops.
Remarkable is the best digital note-taking tool. It's replaced all of my other notebooks.
It gives off this vibe of notebook meets tablet, but like a perfect blend of having technology, but not having too much technology. I couldn't be happier with it.
I would recommend Remarkable to anyone, but particularly people who want to be focused, who want to be organized.
Get your paper tablet at remarkable.com today.
You can't just sell in one place at once anymore. You gotta sell in all the places. Combine and conquer with Shopify. You get the best converting checkout on the planet. You get a point of sale squad that's always on point. And you'll be unstoppable when every post is shoppable. Cha-ching indeed. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify.
Does your wife know you spent over $600 on takeout?
We're busy. We don't have time to cook.
Okay, but you know you're also paying for a meal kit on top of that.
Wait, really?
Look, just get Rocket Money. It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it even tracks your subscriptions. And any subscription you don't want, which for you is a lot you don't need, you can cancel right in the app.
So you mean I don't have to call customer service to cancel?
Nope, no hold times or anything. And we'll even try to get you a refund for the money you spent, which I'm sure your wife will appreciate.
Downloading Rocket Money right now.
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Irasi and Kane.
Kane delivers again.
New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of football. For the love of der Klassiker.
March Madness tips off March 6th through the 9th in St. Louis, and the NBC Fan Hangout at Ballpark Village is the best place to celebrate before and after games. Visit the NBC Fan Hangout to enjoy Ballpark Village restaurants, entertainment, and everything Arch Madness. For more information, visit archmadness.com and click on Fan Hangouts. Halftime in Peoria, the Bradley lead is 10. Of course, the Braves would love to be the #1 seed rolling into Arch Madness, the Valley preseason favorite. Have you been down there to Ballpark Village and the Fan Hangout?
Oh, every year. You got to get down to St. Louis for sure. It's a great tournament, a great hangout.
Great hangout. Had a couple of sodas there in my day.
That's right.
Let's take a look at the first half stats, shall we? The Braves are shooting the heck out of it. I'm going to go out on a limb here, Matt, and say if they shoot 62% the second half, they're going to win the ball.
They might be okay, especially with this advantage early on. But, you know, we're looking at the stats there. One of the things that jumps out, obviously, is that shooting percentage. Bench contributions for the Braves have been great as well, with Jonovic having a big portion of that. So Bradley will want to cut back on those turnovers a little bit. 7 in the first half led to 15 points for the Huskies. So that's almost, 50% of their offense comes from points off the turnovers. So cut back on that a little bit. You can take this 10-point advantage and even boost it up even more.
Bradley +5 on the boards, but the points, the bench points, 11-2 in favor of Bradley. We talked about it just moments ago. This is one of the deepest Bradley teams we've seen in recent memory, and they're showcasing some of that tonight.
Yeah, and that has been a huge portion of Bradley's success. We've talked about the last couple of years, getting those bench contributions. So they can keep that going as well. That was a really great first half. Jonovic was a star for them, for sure.
Ahmet Jonovic, 8 of the 11 bench points. 4 Braves with 8 or more points in that first half. Balanced scoring, efficient shooting. Cut down on a couple of those turnovers. I think Ryan Wardle will be very pleased.
And then for Northern Illinois, can you get something outside of your top two guys? I mean, Butler and Jones have really carried you. You know, you look at their field goal percentage, those two are combined 10 of 16, so they're really, really shooting the ball well. Outside of that, you know, only a couple of guys who have even contributed with points. You see Munden with a 3, Dent, McPherson. Can they get somebody else to step up here in the second half and really make a run here at the Braves and take this one?
We will see. The Huskies have thrown a couple of counter punches, no doubt, through 20 minutes. We'll step aside. Halftime rolls on in Peoria. The Bradley advantage is 10.
I've heard it countless times. It doesn't matter where you get your car loan, but it should. When I got my car loan, SEFQ's experts and resources gave me all the help I needed, plus competitive rates and flexible terms. And their free pre-approval let me know my budget right away. So I knew exactly what I could afford before I even got here. And now, this ride is all mine.
We must fight to secure the future by defeating all that threatens it, by winning the battles that will shape what's to come together. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Come on, Mufasa. Let's get in some trouble.
It's time I'll tell you a story about a prince you know as Scar, and an orphan who would become the king.
Mufasa, the Lion King.
Can I make one suggestion? Less drama, more meerkat.
Rated PG. Tickets on sale now.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Good morning. As you know, Carvana's same-day delivery is ultra fast, and today, race car driver Jimmy Johnson is here to get us even faster. Jimmy, you ready?
I am so... Fuel's coming in. We're good. Oh, cool.
Printing paperwork for same-day delivery. Oh, nice racing stripes.
Nice, Jan. The door's pretty quick, too. Yeah.
Amazing. I just ordered it this morning.
Now that's fast.
Ultra fast. Buy your car from Carvana and get same-day delivery.
Thanks to Little Caesars large custom 2-topping pizza for only $5.99, every day is now Black Friday. Take that, calendar scientists.
Yeah, calendar scientists.
For a limited time, you can celebrate Black Friday every day with any 2 toppings you want on a large custom pizza for only $5.99. Watch out, daylight savings. You're next.
It gets dark so early.
Get a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online.
Pizza, pizza.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex, breathe, ah.
Since 1907, we've been one valley. United institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities. NVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact at the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are One Valley. Back inside Carver Arena, Bradley leads Northern Illinois by 10 at the break. Let's look at some first half highlights. And both teams not so good in the ball screen offense. That's where a lot of their points have come from. And if you're Bradley, it was Zeke Montgomery who got it started early, and then a lot of this guy, Ahmed Yunovic.
Yeah, coming off the bench, 8 points in the first half. You see them moving the ball really well, coming off the ball screen offense. And, you know, Northern Illinois looked really good early on. Butler with a big first half. He's got 10 points. Jones with 14 as well. You see Zeke Montgomery getting involved for the Braves. You know, his dribble penetration has been so clutch for Bradley over the last couple of years, obviously last year at Rhode Island. But there's Jones right there heating up in a big way. He had 2 3-pointers for NIU in the first half, and you know, Jonovic's impact off of the bench has definitely been big for the Braves. And you know, overall, a really entertaining first half. Both teams shooting the ball really well. You know, these are teams that score 82 points per game for NIU, 83 for Bradley, and they're well on their way to those averages tonight.
This sent us into the locker room. Duke Dean, the Valley's preseason player of the year, 3 of his 9 first half points. Huskies are back on the floor. The Braves remain in the locker room. Step aside. Bradley and Northern Illinois gearing up for second half action.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Dayquil VapoCool?
It's Dayquil, plus a brush of Vicks Vapors.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, power through your day medicine.
With Remarkable Paper Pro, our meetings are so much more efficient, free from distractions, making it easier to visualize and work together. We're more structured, more focused, without the paper clutter, and our workflow is streamlined, protected. It's a smarter way for us to get things done.
Get your paper tablet at Remarkable.com today.
This is Hydro. We all want the results that Hydro delivers.
Let's go. Whoosh.
Sit tall. Make it count.
Twice as efficient as biking or running. Cardio meets strength. With the largest library of rowing workouts, it never gets boring. Whether you need a pick-me-up or an excuse to get away from it all. Always total body, never ever boring.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it. All night, every night. During the Tempur-Pedic Black Friday event, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and $50 off select pillow sets. Learn more at Tempurpedic.com.
For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries, new faces and veterans, the atmosphere and noise, for the love of Fußball, for the love of der Klassiker. For the love of the occasion of one of Germany's biggest rivalries.
Off to a flying start.
Girassi and Kane.
Kane delivers again.
New faces and veterans for the love of the yellow wall. The atmosphere and noise. For the love of Fußball. For the love of der Klassiker.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
It's a battle of blue bloods in Las Vegas. Cooper Flag and the Blue Devils take on Hunter Dickinson and the Jayhawks. The Terry's Chocolate Vegas Showdown. Number 1 Kansas, number 11 Duke. Tonight on ESPN.
March Madness takes place March 6th through the 9th at Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Get your all-session tickets now and save nearly $25 by calling 309-677-2625 or order online at BradleyBraves.com. Support the Braves and experience the madness. Just about ready to go here in the second half. What's next for these two clubs? Well, 20 minutes of basketball, but the Huskies, following this ball game, they will return home, take on Elon, the Phoenix, and DePaul, Valparaiso, a fellow Missouri Valley Conference foe. Part of the DePaul Classic, they'll take on Eastern Illinois as well, and then they return home to play a non-D1 in Benedictine. For Bradley, they're getting tropical. Not really, right? Myrtle Beach.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Close to the coastline, yeah.
Okay. They're going to the Myrtle Beach Invitational. They know they'll play Texas State on the 21st if they win. And Princeton wins. That could be one heck
really
of a
fun
mid-major game on Friday the 22nd. And then after the Thanksgiving holiday, they are home to take on Judson. And then note that game December 3rd. That's a conference game. Just one this year. Last year in the past, the Valley had played 2 conference games the first week of December. Just one this year. The Bradley Braves are in Carbondale to take on Southern Illinois. And then the Jack Jones Classic, a neutral site game in Henderson, Nevada against Santa Clara, another quality mid-major foe.
Yeah, and then right after that would be a game against San Francisco as well. Bradley's kind of got a mini West Coast Conference swing this year with those 2 games against Santa Clara. San Francisco had the game against Washington State. Kind of similar to how NIU's playing almost half the Valley this year, too.
But is this our moment to, stake our claim? Hey, Missouri Valley Conference, West Coast Conference.
Hey, that could be fun.
How you doing?
Hey, you know what? And there's a lot of mid-major programs that need to play each other. They're looking for scheduling, and I know Brian Ward always talks about how it's difficult for him to get big teams to come and schedule him, and I know he's very thankful for the West Coast Conference and those schools this year helping out, some of the strength of scheduling on their end.
The hold away from play, they got Ethan Butler. It's his second. Huskies have battled some foul trouble.
Easy inbounds there to Hanna as well.
Who scores over Butler.
Yeah, it doesn't get much simpler than that. Hanna does a good job of sealing his defender on the back. And a nice bounce pass by Christian Davis gets it in there for the easy bucket.
Braves have been so good out of the blobs tonight. Baseline out of bounds. Dent swarmed by Montgomery, and Davis is going to pick up a tough luck foul, diving after the loose chain.
Yeah, that's one of those you can accept as a player hustling for a loose ball. Unfortunately, nicks the offensive player a little bit. A good hustle there by Christian Davis.
Talked to Brian Wardle earlier today, and you brought up Christian Davis, his contributions offensively, defensively, as a leader, as a glue guy. And Brian said, I'm so happy that you brought that up because he's such a great person, and he's just continued to improve during his time at Bradley. Look who comes away with it. Smallest man on the floor, Duke Dean.
Yeah, Bradley tries to get out in transition. Don't see anything there. Get back in their offensive set. They want Almar Atlason shooting the 3.
That's a high percentage look. Almar Atlason, a career 41%er from deep. The sophomore sniper from Iceland.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the freshman contributions Atlason had last season. His 3-point prowess. All of these teams are well aware now of it, but still situations like that arise where he's wide open and he knocks it down, makes the Huskies pay. Biggest lead of the game for the Braves now.
London couldn't answer the 3 with one of his own.
Yeah, this is danger time for the Braves with blood in the water. Dean, the 3 ball. Unable to get that one to go, but you can kind of feel it's a big 4 minutes here for NIU coming out of the half. Already a 15-point deficit. Huskies need to cut down here, run some good offense, and try to claw their way back into this one.
On the other side of things for Bradley, one thing that Brian Wardle has preached in the first couple of weeks of the season, hey, we have struggled coming out of the locker room. That first 4 or 5 minutes coming out of the half, we've been a little stagnant offensively. It's taken us some time to find our footing. Jones, count the bucket. The sophomore transfers, first season at NIU, and they are happy to have him. I love this kid's game. Lightning quick first step. And how about the ability to contort and score in midair?
Yeah, that's really nice control there. Fighting through the traffic and through the contact. Jones is having a heck of a game. 16 points, number 17 potentially here in the hopper, gets it to go. And he has single-handedly given the Huskies some life here.
You said it just a moment ago, danger zone. That will certainly stem the tide, a 3-point play. The lead dips to 12.
You see Bradley run a lot of their offense through this set, get the big man out on the perimeter with the ball, and Dean's trying to fight through a screen. They're going to get fouled there by Butler. Bradley running that offense through the big man out on the perimeter. It allows the offense to kind of operate without traffic in the lane. So you get some dribble drive penetration, get some backdoor cuts. Bradley does a really great job with that, and their big man facilitating. And you get Hannah here as well, running the offense through him here. Atlason on the screen. It's an illegal screen there. It's going to be another foul on the sophomore from Iceland.
3 fouls on Butler, now 3 fouls on Atlason. And Elmore will check out. There comes Jones. Cut off by Montgomery. Muhammad elevates for 3, left it short, barely grazed the front iron, and here come the Braves, moving with pace. Hannah, contact, no call. The Huskies, an opportunity the other way, it's Jones. Stepping through and scoring.
That all starts with Munden on the other end doing a nice job of getting back, knocking Darius Hannah off his stride, forces the turnover, and get out in transition for the easy bucket. And active hands again here for NIU.
Loose ball out of bounds. It will stay with Bradley. And Munden leans down on the hardwood. He needs a moment. Munden will head to the bench. Not happy about it. Trying to wave off his head coach, Rashawn Bruno. Dean around a couple of screens. Atlason corner pocket. That time, the rebound cleared by Dent in traffic.
Nice set by the Braves. Get that weak side lob. Got Atlason in the corner, unable to knock it down. And NIU looking for a bucket of their own here now. McPherson.
Muhammad ripping through. Shot clock dwindles under 10. Jones. Rare miss for him tonight. Dean behind the back. He was swarmed by 2 defenders. Inside Jonovic. Got his man in the air, and he slams it home.
Really nice ball fake by Jonovic as well, getting the defender going the opposite way. And what I love about that whole set, they get the ball up top, the high post to Atlason. He gives a little fake to the corner, gets the defense to shift, wide open underneath for Jonovic. Great set there by the Braves.
Muhammad had half a step on Dean. He lost it out of bounds, but it will stay with NIU when we return. The Bradley halftime lead was 10. They have a 12-point advantage here just underway in the second half.
There's one thing we like. It's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on F-150 and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy and $1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
There's one quality we all want from an auto repair shop. Honesty, right? At Peoria Tire and Vulcanizing, everything we do is to earn your trust. Whether changing your car's oil, putting new tires on your tractor, or maintaining your commercial vehicles, we do it with integrity at Peoria Tire, like we've done for 100 years. Give us a call right now, and we'll get you set up with an appointment. Honesty, the original way to do business. From the original Peoria Tire.
I started in 1951 when I was 14 years old. A gentleman by the name of Joe O'Brien, he told me, he said, I've had planes, I've had motorhomes, I've had big houses, I've had little houses, Wayne. He said, I've had everything that I've ever wanted, but he said, I've never appreciated anything more than a motorcycle. You get on it, you go where you want to go, and you don't have to answer to anybody. Sometimes you can call it work, other times it's just a pleasure to do what you do every day.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
Ahmet Jonovic, 12 points, just 3 off his career high. It's pretty easy when you're 7'1", right? You don't have to jump all that high.
That's right. Big old wingspan as well, too, and
hang up there with one hand.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Nice hang time. How comfortable Jonovic has looked this season, and kind of his growth. You know, obviously he's already 7'1", so he doesn't need to grow verbatim. But just his game rounding out, he's been such a big asset for this team in the last couple of seasons. And, man, if he can even take that next step forward, he's going to wreak havoc in the Valley with his length and determination on the boards.
He's averaging 5 and 4 coming into play tonight, but he has given Bradley a huge lift. 1 to shoot. Nichols beat the clock, but knock it in, and the rebound loose in the hardwood. Atlason comes away with it for BU.
Gonna get a double ball screen here for Dean as well coming off of this, and then Jonovic will come up for another one. Look for the roll and attack from Duke Dean.
Jonovic couldn't squeeze that one. Huskies are hedging every ball screen with Duke Dean here in the second half. That's a notable change. And a whistle and a foul. Pearson, a step on the big man, Jonovic. And free throws coming for the junior from Queens.
Yeah, it's a nice job of recognition there from the Nebraska transfer. He sees Jonovic coming out to close him down, kind of takes him baseline. Nice attempt there at the reverse, unable to get it to go. Look at a chance at the free throw line for 2.
Pearson couldn't get the roll. Pearson was 75% at the line prior to that miss. He goes 1 for 2.
And the Huskies picking up a little bit of full court pressure here. They can get the ball to Dean and clear out. Here comes the double, and now attacking for the Braves. You see what NIU is doing. They're basically face guarding Duke Dean and not allowing him to catch the ball at all. So Bradley kind of playing 4-on-4 this possession.
Davis with space. Knock it in, and they got Jonovic on the back.
That was a nice box out there by McPherson. It's good active hands as well, too. The attempt by Jonovic picks up the foul, though.
Dean, Davis, Atlason all out for Bradley. We get some fresh legs, including freshman Jaquan Johnson. Well, Bradley came out of the locker room right away. They threw a quick jab to push the lead to 15. But the Huskies again responded. Inside, Butler counted and 1. And all of a sudden, Jonovic has 4 personals.
Yeah, and that's an excellent offensive step there by NIU. A couple of quick passes slip inside, and it has just been an excellent showing here from Ethan Butler. Takes the contact from Jonovic as well. You mentioned now how big of an impact Jonovic has been on the game. Goes to the bench with the 4 fouls. Butler with an opportunity here to make this an 8-point game with the free throw.
And he does. This is an NIU team picked to finish 11th in the MAC preseason poll, 11 of 12. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they will not be finishing 11. This is a fun team, and obviously with so many newcomers, right, it's hard to project a preseason poll, but they are active. They can score on all three levels. Johnson may have walked, no call. And instead, he'll get free throws. Foul is on Nichols.
To kind of put a bow on what you're talking about there, Cody, if NIU plays like this with this much intensity throughout this whole season, they're definitely going to improve on that preseason selection. And kind of coming back here, Johnson, man, he did such a great job here. It's kind of a broken possession for the Braves. Gets the ball in the backcourt about 12 seconds, drives right down Main Street, and just creates some offense. And what would have been a negative possession for the Braves gets to the free throw line. And Johnson, for a freshman, we see his build, see his tenacity, is leading the team in free throw attempts coming into this game with 17 attempts from the free throw line. 2 more here, and he just had an instant impact on this Bradley program.
He splits them. What did Brian Wardle tell us earlier today? Hey, 2 things can translate from the high school level to the college level, or so on and so forth, as you move on in your basketball journey. Rebounding and your ability to get to the line. Johnson running the offense while Dean gets a quick breather.
But the crossover, facilitating.
Montgomery, the beneficiary of Johnson's dribble penetration, the lead back to double figures.
Yeah, Jaquan Johnson smooth with the dribble drive there as well. The crossover behind the back, dishes it off with the help comes. He gets it to Montgomery, and now the Braves have a chance out in transition.
Hannah leading the break, steps through, couldn't finish. Look at
hustle,
Johnson.
Yeah.
Just never assumes to earn everything with 22s in the vicinity. McPherson goes left, finishes on the right side, basket and 1.
Yeah, the Huskies needed a bucket there and kind of just willed that one in. It was McPherson. Does a great job of driving the basketball, getting in deep, draws the contact as you get another look.
This is special right here. Drives left, uses the rim as a shield, and the foul goes to Atlason. That 4 on Atlason. Jonovic already has 4. They give the foul to Connor Dillon. Give it to Dillon.
Yeah, that's one of those where Connor raises his hand and says, I'll take that one. Keep it off our big guys.
Good teammate.
That's right. That's that Peoria Notre Dame education. You can't teach that. Give NIU a lot of credit here, Cody. Bradley's going on a couple big spurts here to start the second half. That's an 8-point game. Their defense has come up with a couple big stops. There's another one.
McPherson on the run. Left it short that time. Dean thought about the triple. Hangs in the air, got stuck. Nearly a turnover. Now Davis.
They're going to get a timeout. Love the hustle there by the Braves, keeping that play alive. A lot of back and forth between that one, and Bradley's going to keep the ball here.
Braves will talk about it. It will be their ball when we come back. Hey, buckle up. It's been entertaining tonight inside Carver Arena. The Bradley lead is 8.
2 elite conferences loaded with talent on the spotlight. Let's go! Which side will shine the brightest? Are you not entertained? And whose legend will grow? Spectacular! The SEC-ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
Let's go!
The SEC-ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
A December pay-per-view to remember.
What a night.
Alexandre Pantoja, the best flyweight in the world.
Kai Asakura making his UFC debut.
He's a vicious striker.
We got two undefeated phenoms. Let's go.
I'm so pumped for this fight. They will not be able to keep the roof on this place.
It's a battle of blue bloods in Las Vegas. Cooper Flag and the Blue Devils take on Hunter Dickinson and the Jayhawks. The Terry's Chocolate Vegas Showdown. #1 Kansas, #11 Duke. Tonight on ESPN.
We interrupt with an important announcement.
The Simpsons Fun Day Football is coming to Springfield. Bart and the Bengals face off against Homer and the Cowboys in prime time. Monday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Cody Schindler, Matt McClain back with you in Peoria. The Bradley Braves looking to move to 3-1 on the year and 3-0 inside Carver Arena. It's been one of the best home court advantages in the country. Braves just keep finding ways to win in this building. Are you familiar with Ken Pom?
Oh, absolutely.
Ken Pom said it's the 12th best home court advantage in the nation. Bradley's home court was worth 4 points last year.
Yeah, to take a look at the last 3 seasons in Peoria alone, Bradley's 41-6 in this building. You talk about some dominance. That is ridiculously good, and a little sloppy from the Braves coming out of that timeout. Very uncharacteristic. Zeke Montgomery fires one too fast at Dean. He can't handle it. That's the 12th turnover for the Braves. That was one of our big keys of the game. So far, that's going in the Huskies' favor.
Illinois just hanging around. Dent has been quiet, their leading scorer, McPherson. Shot clock reached 7. Jones trying to create. Whistle and a walk. There's going to be a walk or an offensive foul, one of the two, and the travel came first. Officials timeout will step aside. Remains an 8-point Bradley lead. Rashawn Bruno on 2 pleas with how that last possession unfolded.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones. 4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Hey, Chris. Why are you bicep curling a tree?
I gotta get in shape because Target's Black Friday sale is on now with everything from trees to beets to Barbies. I gotta get these presents delivered all the way around the store.
Get up to 50% off tech, toys, and more. Only at Target.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
And Doug.
Whoa, Limu, we're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save!
And then I wake up.
And you have the stream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Come on, Mufasa, let's get in some trouble.
It's time I'll tell you a story about a prince you know as Scar, and an orphan who would become the king.
Mufasa, the Lion King.
Can I make one suggestion? Less drama, more meerkat.
Rated PG. Tickets on sale now.
That is not Rashawn Bruno in there. That's Rashawn Burno, the fourth-year head coach at NIU. We strive for accuracy here in the Valley on ESPN. Sorry to all our folks in DeKalb. I'll just bring up their football win over Notre Dame again. That'll make everybody happy, right?
I think that'll make it work.
Did you know they beat Notre Dame this year in football? There we go. Bradley football team undefeated since 1970.
That's impressive
wow.
Right there.
8-point Bradley lead. They're with the basketball.
I think they're still making Bradley football shirts too, undefeated.
Johnson walked.
Yeah, 13 turnovers for the Braves, and really got to clean that up. Unfortunately, you're getting that from your main ball distributor there in Johnson as well. And a couple possessions ago was Montgomery to Dean, and the turnover bugaboos kind of got the Braves allowing NIU to stay in this one. You talk about points off of the turnovers. NIU has 18 points. That counts for almost 33% of their points scored. It's all from points coming off the turnovers.
Braves have kind of been stuck on a number 53. Wardle was having a long discussion with the officials. Gregory Nixon, Tommy Johnson, Rick Crawford, the trio tonight. I think they've done a pretty good job, but always going to hear a little something, right?
Absolutely, letting the guys play for the most part. Really nice take there for the Huskies, getting it into the paint. A nice lay-in. Now it's a 6-point contest. See if they can get a stop where Bradley can answer.
Montgomery wants a ball screen from Hannah. Now Darius a touch, and he's fouled.
Yeah, they had a mismatch down low, got the switch. Jones guarding Hannah. Hannah gets the ball deep, and I think that's a foul that NIU will take considering the mismatch.
That's usually how it goes, though, right? We talk about how the officials have let them play, a little touch foul.
Yeah.
Entry pass.
And Bradley brings Jonovic back in with his 4 fouls here. 11 minutes to go. An interesting move here for the Braves. They get Jonovic involved. Got him off the switch as well.
Comes a double. Davis drives the open lane. Now Dean fires. Bingo.
Give Christian Davis the assist for the pass, but also facilitates the whole play. Good ball movement to the wing. Davis drives the seam, the defense collapse. Duke Dean wide open for the corner wing. 3 ball is good.
Muhammad couldn't answer. Hannah gets to the loose change.
They got a quick 4-on-4 too if they hurry, the Braves.
Pass ticked too late. Tried to find Jonovic. It was Jones, the steal. Interception. Bruno. Directing traffic. Heading away, Dent. Had it rim off. Quiet night for him, just 4 points for Western Illinois Leatherneck.
Yeah, and he's their leading scorer as well, too. So we talked about, could they find somebody else to step up? He's got to be one of the guys they've been looking towards. And it looked like they may have got a stop there, but no. Zeke Montgomery fouled on this opportunity underneath. Going to get to go to the line for 2. Going to call Jones on the foul.
Free throws coming for Montgomery. Another look. Braves will take it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Zeke Montgomery, one of those guys who can really heat up in a hurry. Had a nice first half. You know, you mentioned earlier the big game he had 2 years ago at Indiana State. Now, last year at Rhode Island, He kind of went in and out. Started the season, started a lot of games, then became a kind of a role player towards the end of the season. But he had a 30-point scoring game for Rhode Island last year, and that just kind of shows you the prolific microwave offense that Zeke Montgomery can provide.
Zeke 2 of 2, and when he came back to Bradley, Brian Wardle said, hey, we're going to have the ball in his hands a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who can facilitate and create his own offense. Kind of one of those things that Bradley maybe was missing from last year's team. Kind of a guy who can just go out, create his own shot no matter what time is on the shot clock, and just kind of get it done.
Butler high
Beautiful.
off the window.
Yeah, love that move from Butler. A little spin, hook shot high off of the glass. Butler is having an excellent night here for the Huskies.
Yonovich at the elbow. Somebody hit the deck for NIU.
They got the switch off Yonovich wide open, but now Allison makes it right from the wing instead.
Second triple of the contest for Atlason. He's up to 6 after tying his career high on Tuesday in the win over UTSA. Scored 18 in the Bradley winner. Nichols may have walked across the lane. They get Dent instead. He travels.
Same result.
If you're Bradley, we've talked about how Northern Illinois has been able to hang around. This might be the moment to deliver the knockout punch. 8.5 to play. The lead is 12. This crowd on hand here tonight. You can feel a bit of the energy in Carver Arena. They're ready to put this one in the win column.
What I've really liked from Bradley's offense here in the second half as well is how well they're moving the basketball. You see another one here.
Rebound tapped out to Nichols. He's running one on everybody. He'll pull it out. Jones tees up a 3. Too strong. Yonovich, his 6th rebound.
Yeah, great look for Coach Burno's squad there. Get a wide open look from 3 by Jones. Your go-to guy tonight, unable to get it to go, and Bradley with the chance now of a 3 of their own.
Allison short that time. Montgomery came flying in for the miss. Couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, the Huskies need a bucket here on this possession. Try to get a little bit of this momentum back. Try to get it close to single digits.
Dent too strong. The Huskies just 4 for 18 from deep. Mentioned this is a team that came in shooting 39% as a unit, but they've gone cold tonight. Dean along 2.
Can't leave the ball against that guy. When Duke Dean's got it, he's got the green light from wherever. Sees about 3 feet of separation on that one. Says, all right, I'll take this shot. Knock down the 19-footer.
Inside McPherson. Over Atlason. Tough shot, too strong. The rebound tapped to Duke Dean.
The Braves are going to take their time here, get a little mismatch. Look at the move by Dean on the baseline.
Contact, no call. On the other end, McPherson spins it home.
And McPherson's provided a nice spark off of the bench for the Huskies tonight as well. A nice bucket there. Right when they needed one. The crossover from Dean.
Rays come up with the loose ball. Montgomery fading away. No.
I just feel right now both coaches may want to slow this game up a little bit. So I've seen some sloppy play. Jones leans into a 3. He's going to get a foul called. Actually, no foul, rather, on that 3 ball.
Certainly some contact. Dean was in his hip pocket. No call, and back to Bradley it goes when we come back.
This is ludicrous.
Ludicrous. All right, who called for ludicrous?
Sorry,
we went, this is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't tell ludicrous what's ludicrous. Ludicrous tells you what's ludicrous.
Okay.
Oh, that is ludicrous. You don't need me for this. Hang on. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good thing you have State Farm. Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Guess I can go.
Don't you mean roll out?
No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. What you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on F-150 and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy and $1,000 low APR cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, player of the game. Still 6 minutes to go. Could be Ahmet Jonovic, perhaps we're foreshadowing.
Yeah, but one of the things you've seen all night is Bradley's tenacity on the boards. And we've talked about at the top of the game, you know, one of the big keys was the battle of the boards. And for Northern Illinois this season, their plus 10 rebound differential average. And tonight, you know, Bradley has gone the opposite way on him. Plus 10, 29-19, Bradley has the rebounding advantage. So the Braves have done a really good job of keeping the Huskies off of the boards, only giving up 4 second chance opportunities on 4 offensive rebounds. So, you know, Bradley really did a nice job of identifying that coming into the game and really taking that away from NIU.
Huskies will show some pressure in the backcourt. Dean, the point guard, triggers the inbound.
We'll see if they'll bring a double here before he gets to half court. Yeah, that's how you break it right there. Now you go into attack mode. Seen a lot of shot fakes from Bradley, and Hannah creates the separation with that shot fake. Knocks down the 17-foot jumper. We talked about his mid-range game improvements. He knocks down another one of those.
So good. 18 and in. He's added the three-point shot this year. We haven't seen him take one tonight.
Yeah, he's shooting 50% from three-point this year after hardly shooting any last year at all. 4 for 8 from behind the arc, and something that he's going to really add to his game this season.
Good come down wall rebound by Montgomery to influence the miss. Hannah cleaned it up. The Braves continue their edge on the boards.
And now for Bradley, it's just clean offensive looks from here on out. These final 5 minutes, you take care of business on this end. And it's on your way to a victory here.
Hannah was mauled. Dent personal, his third. Huskies, to their credit, they navigated their foul trouble in this second half. No player with more than 3.
And one of the things that, you know, it's early in the season, we're talking about only 3-game sample size. Northern Illinois has done a really good job in the second halves of games this year, allowing just 23 points per game in the second half in their 3 contests. Their defense has stepped up here in the second half. Give you some credit to Bradley at 43 at half. So now just 22 points here given up. So big discrepancy there between the 2 halves, but their offense has kind of faltered here a little bit as of late, and you got to give a lot of credit for Bradley and their tenacity on that side of the floor.
Braves have equaled their biggest lead of the night with 5 to play. Hannah checks out. 13 points, tied with Zeke Montgomery for the team lead. Jones, who has it now for NIU, he leads all scorers with 19. Muhammad dribbled into traffic.
It's been a lot of Jones and Butler. Let's see if one of those 2 guys are going to step up here when they need a bucket the most.
Shot clock at 5. Muhammad drives.
Oh!
Yonovich sent it in the first row, but a foul called. And that's it for Yonovich.
He comes over from the weak side, gets the block, puts his against the body as well on the block attempt. And that's one of those where he fouls out on that play. It was an excellent night from Amit Yonovich, and the Carver Arena faithful are not happy with that call.
Bradley faithful, many of them standing, applauding his efforts tonight.
I'm sure you heard some of the commentary on our mics, maybe a little bit. Folks behind us not too pleased.
Amit Rins in the first.
Hey, get another look at this. Yonovich comes over and gets all ball. It's like the offensive player, Muhammad, just kind of ran into him after he put the shot up, but Yonovich, an excellent night. It's going to end a little bit early after that call. And now Northern picks up a little bit of full court pressure. Going to trap this first pass.
That'd be choking pressure more than anything.
Fall back into their man-to-man they've had all night. Now for the Braves, run your clean offensive set. You got a mismatch underneath. Atlason got Muhammad on him. They bring the double.
Atlason shuffled the feet. Had the right idea. Brian Wardle may not. Maybe he did not have the right idea.
Well, that's a third turnover for Atlason. 3 on Hannah, 3 on Montgomery as starters. We talked about counting for 15 of the 18 turnovers in the last game. It's more of the same tonight. Some uncharacteristic plays from the Bradley offense. And nice upside defense by Johnson there. That's going to stay with NIU.
Johnson always made an incredible play, saving it off of Butler. Ricocheted back into Jaquan's lap. I think they got that right.
Yeah, just had the toe on the line there, but great hustle nonetheless. Now just 7 to shoot.
Muhammad knocks it in.
Needed
Triple
that.
finds the bottom and a timeout. Northern Illinois, they've cut the Bradley lead to 10. And we will take a stoppage with them. Braves trying to put a bow on their third win of the year. The Huskies trying to stage a late rally. Keep it right here.
I can't believe turkeys are only 79 cents a pound this year.
Let me guess, you don't believe in Santa either, do you?
Huh?
These turkey deals are the real deal.
Sarah, did you hear that? It was Santa Claus, and he's like weirdly hot.
I've heard it countless times. It doesn't matter where you get your car loan, but it should. When I got my car loan, SEFQ's experts and resources gave me all the help I needed, plus competitive rates and flexible terms. And their free pre-approval let me know my budget right away. So I knew exactly what I could afford before I even got here. And now, this ride is all mine.
Oh, our car's value went up.
Maybe we should track all our cars' value on Carvana.
All of them?
All of them. We need more trackers.
I'll track the van.
Gotcha. Is that my belt?
Parts of it, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a value update. Do you see which one is going up?
How's it tracking?
Good. Got some dips, some rises. Now what? Hold?
Sold. Did we get a little carried away?
No, room for more.
Track your car's value on Carvana today.
Come for Mufasa's origin story? Stay for Scars. Ours? Scars. Oh.
I'm Taka. What's your name?
Mufasa.
On December 20th.
My loves, to be a true king, you must earn it.
Follow the journey.
It is your time.
Of 2 brothers. And one epic adventure.
Destiny awaits you. Brothers. Get up!
Mufasa, the Lion King.
One small suggestion, more meerkat.
Rated PG. Tickets on sale now.
That's the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal.
2 singles for $5 or 2 doubles for $7 for a limited time. So, how is it? Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. DQ, happy tastes good.
Hey, now it's time for our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois player of the game. It's Ahmet Yonovic. Did just foul out. 12.7 rebounds. What a lift off the bench from the 7-1 center. Hey, Blue Cross Blue Shield. You got an extra read tonight. How about
That's
that?
right, yeah. But how about Yonovic? 4 for 5 from the field, a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Did a great job sealing out his defenders throughout the night as well on the boards. And then that block shot didn't count, but it was a block shot. Let's just be honest here. But Ahmet Yonovic going to watch the last 3:46 here from the bench after fouling out, but tremendous effort off of the bench tonight, accounting for 12 of Bradley's 16 from points off of the bench.
Dean single-handedly breaks the pressure in the backcourt. Reeves could tick off some precious seconds. Whistle and a foul. That's the 7th charge to Northern Illinois. Duke Dean will march to the free throw line. Shoot for the team lead in points.
Now 4 fouls on Butler as well, too, as we get down to crunch time.
Dean at the stripe this year. Perfect. He remains.
You know, there were some rumblings early in the season that Duke Dean was not scoring the ball as much. Well, he really kind of told everybody what's up last time out against UTSA. That 22-point performance. Stays perfect from the free throw line. But also just his ability to run the offense as well. Had 5 assists in that game against UTSA as well. Tonight doing a great job of facilitating another 5 assists and just runs that Bradley offense to perfection.
Muhammad with space. It was short.
There's Dean with the rebound. The one-man fast break as well, getting him out in transition, slowing things up. Well done by Duke Dean there.
You know he wanted to let that one fly.
He might still get a chance on this possession.
Johnson with 6. Freshman spins into the lane, hangs and scores.
How about the control, the body control through the contact? And that is a freshman, folks. I mean, he looks so smooth, like a vet out there. Just getting right down to the paint. And the Davis with the save. Oh my goodness, what a play.
And that's the 2nd time that Johnson has thrown a ball off a Northern Illinois defender only for it to carry him back.
Wow.
When he's out of bounds.
Great effort, determination, Davis and Johnson on that one. It's going to stick with NIU, but still amazing hustle from the Braves.
Munden and a step on Dean, and he threw it away.
Hannah read that one to perfection, coming up with the steal. Now Bradley can run some more clock.
Braves appear to be on their way to going to 3-1. Huskies dropped to 2-2. Hannah, look out!
Clear the runway. We have takeoff. Darius Hannah, the big one-handed flush. You know he's good for about 2 or 3 every game. He had a big one in the first half, and there's another one.
15 points on 7 of 9 shooting for Darius Hannah. The on-ball defense against Muhammad. Jones drives. Dent step out of bounds.
Yeah, and Bradley's defense has really taken this big step up here in this final 5-6 minutes. You get another look here from Hannah slipping the screen. This is something they've been setting up all night too, because the 5-man for Bradley been coming out to the perimeter, setting screens all along that three-point arc. You haven't seen too many slips. You've seen a couple pops out, but that time, worked to perfection. Hannah slips to the basket, throws it down, is the cherry on top of this Bradley victory. You know, Bradley has had a very balanced scoring attack throughout the season. As a matter of fact, through 3 games, each starter, all 5 of the starters, averaging double-figure scoring. And one of the big things in last game against San Antonio, everybody who got into the game has scored. Well, guess what? The Braves have done that again tonight. Every player who has played has gotten on the scorebook. So, you know, Cody, Bradley doing a great job of getting everybody involved. And each night it can be somebody different for the Braves.
Duke team back to the free throw line. Mentioned his 22 points against UTSA on Tuesday. His most in a game since his 35-point outburst at Missouri State. He hit a single-game program record 9 threes. Brian Wardle said it a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Duke Dean, he scored his points, and he surpassed 1,100 career points tonight. That includes his 1 year at Troy. But Duke Dean came back because he wants to win. And it doesn't matter if he scores 35, if he scores 5, he is the engine for this Bradley Braves team that certainly has aspirations into March.
Big collision there.
Awkward landing for Davis. He fouled Dent. Rather, Atlason, the foul.
Yeah, I see both guys come up after that one. That's the last thing you need in the final minute of a game. Really highly contested. Saw the replay there up on the big screen. They did get Atlason with that foul.
Braves will head to Myrtle Beach. Next ball game on Thursday. Again, it's in the first. The Huskies, meanwhile, they will head home, take on the Phoenix Eli. London comes in for defense. Emery will trigger the inbound.
NIU still coming up with full court pressure here. Bradley very wisely has 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Wardle doesn't want to take any risks there. He uses one of those. Nice job of controlling that situation and not coming up with an untimely turnover.
Braves 50 seconds away from notching another home win. Huskies, they were admirable tonight. You see the score there, 16-point differential. It feels more like, what, an 8 to 10-point game. The Huskies were, they had a moment where the Braves were stuck on, was it 53? Yeah. They had a chance to, it was 53-45 for the longest time, and the Huskies, they couldn't quite get over the hump. And then the Braves, they were able to get it back into 4th gear to pull away. They'll end up winning comfortably.
And Bradley's defense has really been the catalyst here in the second half. I mean, NIU's 1 for 9 from 3 in the second half, and Duke Dean going to try to break that press by himself. Come up with a big block and a save. Oh my goodness, Munden Jr. just ran to the Bradley sideline down there in the end zone. And Johnson is up with the steal.
Johnson somehow got it through traffic. Let's see if NIU fouls, they do. Jones gonna come up just short of tying that career high. He chipped in 22 on Tuesday in their win over Monmouth. He's going to be just under that, it would appear. Braves are to get a couple of their regulars out. Corey Thomas in. Timothy Vandernap, freshman Italy, is in. Dean and Elmore Atlason will head to the Pine.
Yeah, Corey Thomas, one of those guys just slightly out of the rotation right now, but had a really, really nice game against SEMO in the opener, and especially in the exhibition against Milliken as well, too, so showing some flashes. The guy the Braves really like, as well as the freshman Vandernap. A couple of those guys who can earn some playing time as the season goes on, potentially. Bradley's depth is a strength this season, that's for sure.
It's a matter of the final margin now. Jones lost his footing. Beats Muhammad, who was fouled. Thomas, who just checked in.
You know, if you're the Huskies, you can take some positives out of this game for sure. I mean, almost 35 minutes. They played really, really strong. We're within striking distance. The scoreline might be a little bit, you know, not indicative of their effort tonight. It's at 17 right now, but a lot of good things you can take away from this. You know, Jones and Butler, kind of maybe a bona fide 1-2 combination that could really win a lot of games for the Huskies in the MAC, and that's not even talking about Dent Jr., who came into the game as their leading scorer tonight. You know, maybe get those three guys going and get the rebounds tonight were not in their favor, but you can kind of see Bradley took that away in their game plan. They're going to cause a lot of headaches on the glass in the MAC this season, that's for sure.
75 Bradley, 60 NIU. Johnson, it's a timeout for the 5-second violation. That's the final Bradley timeout. Be a while before the Braves are back in this building. November 29th, they'll play Judson, a non-D1. And then another stretch of neutral site games, road games. If you're a Bradley fan, tuned in on ESPN Plus tonight, thank you for doing so. Go ahead and circle December 18th on your calendar. That should be a fun one. Bradley hosting San Francisco, the Dons. Take another look at our stats, nearly our final stats tonight. And Bradley, again, they shot the heck out of the ball tonight. 58% from the field, 50%, 7 of 14 from 3. Really, the turnovers, that's what kept Northern Illinois around. 16, that's a number that Brian Wardle will again want to see tick down as the year goes on.
Yeah, nothing like some good home cooking for the Braves tonight. I mean, you talk about shooting 58% from the field. You mentioned 7 of 14 from 3. Bradley's offense really got them going tonight, and the second half, when they needed some stops, they got them. They're able to get out in transition just a little bit. You know, Bradley is a team that really gets out on the fast break tonight. Both teams love getting out in transition. They've only had 4 fast break points for both teams, so kind of one of those nights where playing a lot of game in the half court, and Bradley said, okay, we can do that as well. Shooting 58% from the field with some really nice offensive sets tonight.
The Bradley team now with only one starter on the floor in Zeke Montgomery. A little bit of a hiccup getting the ball in play. And a hold away from play. Who will shoot the free throws? 10. It's Vandernap. This will be his first Bradley points right here. That's why you play all 40, right? You never know.
That's right. And Coach Burno's definitely playing all 40 minutes as well here. Getting his guys at the full court pressure with 20 seconds left, playing to the final whistle. Zeke Montgomery sees an opportunity for some points. He's going to try to take the free throws. Timothy's just a freshman. Let's get this guy involved. Looks pretty good.
Bench loves it. Look at Ahmed Jonovic. He was nearly onto the hardwood.
Yeah, Vandernap's a player that this coaching staff has really, really high hopes about. He's got kind of a silky game. I kind of related a little bit to like a Luke Von Bray, if Bradley fans remember him from some seasons past. But he can shoot the three ball a little bit. He can dribble drive. Sky's the limit for this young prospect.
Another player, part of the European pipeline. Can we call it a pipeline now?
Absolutely, I think so. I think so. The international players here at Bradley have been a huge part of Brian Worrell's success. And it started out of necessity when he got here. His first year 10 years ago, he got in late in the game. You know, a lot of his players had left. It's like, where can I grab some players? How about overseas? And since then, it's been it's been a really, really successful venture for the Braves, getting players from across the seas and bringing from all over the world.
There was a freshman when Brian Wardle started at Bradley. We came in at the same time. How about that? Braves win it. Bradley puts it in the left-hand column. 76-60, the final score. The Braves move to 3-1. They're 3-0 in this building. And they knock off an in-state foe in the Northern Illinois Huskies. Ahmet Jonovich, Lacrosse Blue Shield of Illinois player of the game, one of 4 Braves in double figures. That's been the theme for them in the early going. And they knock off the upstart Huskies tonight. Matt, your thoughts on a 76-60 Bradley winner?
Yeah, pretty entertaining game, throughout the entire way. Bradley did a great job offensively throughout the night, shooting a super high percentage, talking 50% from the floor. Their defense comes up with a couple big plays late. Got to give NIU a lot of credit. They played pretty well, but Bradley's leadership on the floor, they took care of business down the stretch, come up with a decisive 16-point victory.
That does it for our entire Rep Show production crew. For Matt McLean, this is Cody Schindler saying so long from Peoria. Again, the final, Bradley 76, Northern Illinois 60. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. This has been The Valley on ESPN. Cody Schindler saying so long from Peoria. Bradley wins it tonight in front of the home faithful. Take care, everybody.